Greetings, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Coach Charlene, and I am excited to be here. And this is my new thing that I'm doing. It's called In the Moment with Coach Charlene, and I'm starting to unpack whoever I interviewed. So yesterday, for instance, I interviewed Dr. Andrea, and so I'm going to be just taking a few moments just to kind of talk about my takeaways and all of the other wonderful things that she had to say. So I hope you will be joining me. It's kind of new, so I'm just starting out doing it, but I am excited about it. So if you are online, let me know that you're here and put a hello in the chat and uh and so there, I'm gonna get started. I'm probably not gonna be as long this time, maybe about 15 minutes. But if you have not watched the episode, I totally encourage you to watch the episode. It was pretty awesome. And Dr. Andrea Hall, she is retired. She was 26 days retired. So it was really great catching back up with her. And we talked initially about retirement because I was at an event and I was talking to this one guy, and he was saying, "Oh, I've been retired for 11 years, but I'm so bored." And I was like, "Really? Are you serious?" But it's really something because I meet a lot of people that say that they're going to get bored when they're retired. But I'm telling you, you got to get some purpose. You got to get some purpose in your life because there's so much more for you to do. So um, she talked about being an author. Now that she's on her second book that she's written, and she's constantly cranking out books. And so I love the title of her podcast. It was From Scrubs to Script. So she's a nurse, she's got tons of wisdom, and so now she's found her happy place in writing and literary work. So her books are available, and you'll, if you go back to the website, you'll see her books and you can purchase it there. But what was awesome about it, I asked her to encourage other people about writing. Like if there's anybody out there that is kind of stuck and they need like a little push in their writing, if they're writing a book or something like that. And she just said, writers write. And I thought that was the most simplest thing that you can do, but writers write. So that means that I need to intentionally, on purpose, and deliberately set time aside so that I can write. I have to carve out time to be able to do it, to get it done. And so that's a simple technique that we need to do for all of us authors out there that have books that are in our computer still, or on your phone, or wherever you have it in your notebook. You need to get it from the pages out to the people that really need to hear it. And so I thought that was really good that she gave us that type of advice. But what I wanted to impact on Andrea's is when she started getting into her top three. I thought that was pretty awesome. So her first top three was talking about, let me see, love your life, do what you love, find something in what you're doing that's fun. And so that's really important because she was talking about even in the midst of where you are now, you got to try to find the joy and the happiness and the love in whatever it is. She said, even if it's like one thing, you got to try to find that. And I thought that was important because when you think about working or doing anything really, if you're doing something and you really don't love it, you are not going to perform at your best. You're not going to do that. So it's really important for you to figure out a way to find out, or either realign yourself so that you can be in that love flow. And so this reminded me of before, when I got that quote. It says, "You don't die when your heart stops beating, you die when your heartbeats have no meaning." And so when your heartbeats have no meaning, that means that if I'm doing something that's draining all of my energy, my heartbeats, it's really sucking the very life out of me. And so I'm not fulfilled anymore. I'm not joyful. There's something that I want that I don't have. It's like, I mean, you're just like a cyclical going through the motions, going to work, paying bills, and basically dying, and that's really not fulfillment. I'm talking about when she talked about doing something you love, that's when you're in your passion flow. that's when I'm doing things without, I don't necessarily have to get paid for it, but I do it automatically. It brings me so much joy. And you'll know that when you tap into that purpose and you just love doing it, of course, your gift will make room for you and bring you before great men and women, and those great men and women will pay for it. So you want to get compensated for the talent that you have. But this is the type of stuff, this is how you kind of settle in on, okay, what do I really love to do? If money was no object, if I knew I couldn't fail, what would I be doing? See, that's the question that you have to ask. Can you actually articulate anything that you would continue to do without getting paid for it? That's kind of when you're tapping into that purpose. I'm advocating for you not getting paid for it. I just want you to understand that when you find something you love, you do it 24/7 without even thinking about it. Like one of the things that I do all the time without even thinking about it is inspiring other people. I inspire other people because it's natural. It's something that I've been doing forever, but you do it naturally. So find out something and love your life. Love your life. Love your life enough to say, you know what, I'm not going to stay at this deadbeat whatever job or relationship or whatever it is. I'm going to do something that brings me joy. I'm going to find the love in what I'm doing so that I can really be my full authentic self. The second thing that I wanted to talk about, she's talked about don't wait to fulfill your dreams. Don't wait to fulfill your dreams. Many of us wait till we get our degree, till I'm finished doing this, till I'm finished paying this off, till I'm finished with my kids doing this, whatever it is that we have. We're always putting things off, always procrastinating. And the way that a dream works, which is really amazing, um, I was I was involved in Boston Movement. It's building on spiritual substances, a youth leadership academy, and he was talking about this moment that we call now. Like now is like in the moment when you get a dream and your heart is downloaded into your spirit, and so that's your opportunity to either do something with it or to let it get buried under your negative thoughts of, oh, I can't do that because I don't have money, I don't have the education, nobody will buy this or no one will buy for me, all of the negative things. But when you get a dream on the inside, it's time for you to do something with it. You can write it down and then jump into studying about it or finding out more information about it or whatever. But don't wait until to fulfill your dreams because Dr. Miles Monroe says in one of his messages is the greatest tragedy in life is not death, but it's life without a purpose. And he talked about the richest place in the world. And we know that that's the graveyard because buried in the graveyard is books that were never written. There's businesses that were never started. There's ministries that were never formed because of the simple fact that someone took their dream to the grave with them. And so you do not want to wait to fulfill your dreams. When you get a dream in your heart, you put that dream down on your vision board and you begin to start going after it or tuck it in your heart so that you can continue to move this in the steps so that you can get the thing done so that you can see your dream come into fruition because when you start moving, then resources will be drawn toward you. People that you need to be in touch with will be drawn toward you. And so don't wait to fulfill your dreams. So it was really an awesome session. Like I said, I'm not going to be long on this particular one, um, but I'm going to be here every Saturday. I'm going to make a commitment to do every Saturday and just the quick little tidbits of what's going on. And please send me some questions if you have any questions. If you watched the segment, let me know some of your takeaways from it. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you have any books that you know you need to get written so that you get motivated, you get a little push after she said what she needed to say. That's kind of what I want to know. So, anyway, thank you for chiming in with me today, and I will see you next Saturday.